So, what you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how you a big boss author now.
I know, look at me fancy. I'm drinking out of my Starbucks cup. I got Starbucks money. I'm just kidding. My uncle gave me this cup. Actually, I took it from his house, but I still have Starbucks money though. Okay. All right.
So I'm Nate, the FitFutureMD.
I'm Meredith Dillon, the author of London and the Googly Goo. And this is one of our designs from Ensorsale.com. We made this. Ensorsale. We made this. This is the front cover of my book, London and the Googly Goo, written by Meredith Dillon. Illustrations by Julian Grant. Awkward is his brand. My whole goal in life was from when I was a very, very, very small child. Actually, the book too, hold on. From when I was a really small child was to be an author. And a part of me is kind of sad, but I know that with changing my mindset and stuff, I've already achieved that goal. I'm an author. Like, I'm a published author. So it's like, wow, okay, well, I did that. So what's next? And what's next is many more books to come, hopefully. Not hopefully, definitely. But, yeah. This is my book, guys. You can get it on Amazon.
Let's say if you haven't gotten a chance to get your copy of London and the Googly Goo, it is for sale on Amazon.com.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give it a, check it out. It's definitely a great book. If you would like to purchase shirts, posters, all that kind of stuff, you can get that on Ensorsale.com.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to talk about the differences in how to be creative and writing.
Mm-hmm.
So traditional ways of writing doesn't work for you, right, babe?
No. And I think trying to attempt to do that, the traditional ways where you sit down, have an outline, you make a plan. I mean, back when I was a kid, we did was it like a web? And it was like a spider web or whatever. You have a web and then you have like all these little connecting things around.
So me personally, when I go to write,
that doesn't work for me.
I have to have an outline. And then I do what's called a trial and error.
There's this gnat flying around. Sorry.
The bug would find Meredith.
It would. Anyways.
Is it still there?
No,
we're good.
I don't see it now. But if you see me go like this, it's because I killed that thing.
Anyway, so for me, I have to have an outline, and then I have to try to write whatever that topic is, and then I have to go back and write it a different way, and write it a different way, and write it a different way until I can come up with something that is coherent to the entire story. Mm-hmm. Whereas Meredith is not like that.
No. I actually wrote London and the Googly Goo on a weekend. It was a Sunday. Nate was on call and he left to go check his job. And I pulled out my paper, my pencil. I just had a little notebook, like a small little spiral notebook. And I just started writing. I did have an original plan that I did talk to my sister about. They had no idea I was writing a book about them. And I was like, I had no idea what reading level London was on because I really wanted to write it for her. So Lindsay got a book out and she started getting London to read, and I was like, okay, my idea is way too juvenile. Like, she is well past this reading level. I was like, okay, so new plan.
So you adapted.
I did. And like the book just like came, like it was weird because it just came to me, and I wanted to do like a rhyming book, kind of like Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends. I know this is controversial, but like Dr. Seuss, where it was like rhyming. I knew I wanted that. because it just flows better. It's pretty cool.
So you had certain criteria that you were trying to meet.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't have a clear outline of
what the story was even going to be about.
Right.
So I literally sat on this couch with my notebook here by myself and just started writing. And then Nate came home and I was like, it was like 30 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to write it. I said, Nate, I need you to read this book. I need you to read this. I need you to listen to it. I need you to read it. I need you to tell me like your unbiased opinion. I know you love me, but tell me how bad this book is. He was like, babe, this book is really good. And like, I don't think you had any suggestions. I mean, if you did have a suggestion, it was like, maybe you should reword this or.
Well, see, when I saw it in the raw form, I could barely even, keep up with the story. I didn't have the vision of what the story was going to be when you first gave it to me, because it was just on a notepad. You know what I'm saying? There was no pictures to go with it, so
nope.
I could not see, what the people were doing in each page of the book, whereas your illustrator,
oh my gosh,
is just brilliant and was able to bring this to life. Whereas me personally, I couldn't see it, but him being the lifestyle,
the creative, he was the creative, and there's a word for it. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Photorealism.
Yeah, he's into photorealism, where he can make something come to life on paper like this, or on a jacket, or all kinds of stuff that he's able to do, which is just amazing. I mean, just an incredible, talented person. Shout out to Awkward.
Faux show. I mean, he really made my book a reality. He made my words a reality.
Yeah, whereas I couldn't picture it at all. I had no vision of what this could be, But in Meredith's head, it came out exactly the way she saw it.
I mean, exactly. Like, there was no changes that he sent this, and he sent me the pictures, and I literally was like, this is it. Like, this is it. I'm getting the chills just thinking about it, because it literally, like, it just fascinated me.